Good morning. I'm just taking some time to have a cup of tea. We've managed to have our breakfast, get everyone off to different schools, managed to get some food shopping in and managed to start some work. So it feels like a good day today. And as I'm taking my time to have my cup of tea, I was thinking about how I enjoy spending my time. And this morning I did enjoy spending my time at breakfast with my family. It's not always like that some mornings, but this morning was a good morning. And we, as well as refueling and making sure we had plenty of food inside us for the day, we had time to check what everyone was doing today and to check how everyone was feeling and to just enjoy being together. So I wondered if you would like to press pause in a minute and think together with your class, with your school, how do you like to spend time with your family, with your friends, with your classmates? And not only how do you like to spend your time, but why do you like to spend that time with them? And I'll see you in a minute. Hello, I'm hoping you came up with lots of different ways that you like to spend time with your friends, with your family and with your classmates, and why you like to spend time with them. Jesus, we're going to find out in the story from the Bible today, he chose to spend time with God and he chose to spend time with his disciples, his friends, and he chose to spend time with big crowds of people. Now I'm going to head on out and we'll be hearing that story soon. Bye-bye.
Hi, I've taken a walk to our local canal. I'm sitting under a nice bridge, so if it rains I won't get wet. I thought I would tell you today's story about Jesus outside. Now Jesus had heard some very sad news about someone he loved and cared for. He left in a boat and went to a place to be by himself. As people heard the sad news, they left their towns and followed Jesus by land. Jesus got out of the boat and saw the large crowd. The Bible says that his heart was filled with pity for them. He had compassion and he wanted to help them. He healed those who were ill. And that evening his friends, the disciples, came to Jesus and said, "It's very late. We're in the middle of nowhere. Send everyone away to the villages to buy food for themselves." Jesus told his disciples they do not have to leave and told the disciples to feed them. All they could gather together were 5 loaves and 2 fish. You know this story, I'm sure. Jesus took the bread and the fish, looked up to heaven and thanked God. Everyone ate and had enough. And 12 baskets full of leftovers were collected up afterwards. Way more than 5,000 people were fed that day. In the Bible, it actually says the number of men who ate was about 5,000, and that wasn't including the women and the children. Then Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go on ahead to the other side of the lake. After sending all the people away, he went up a hill to pray.
Now I'm back home and it's a bit warmer and drier inside, which is really nice. And I imagine from this story that Jesus knew what he needed and what he wanted. And he knew that he needed to take time with God and with his friends and with many other people. And that was because he loved them and he felt compassion for them. He showed his friends how to spend their time alone and together, and how to care for each other. Jesus was generous with his time, and I imagine he was very careful with what he chose to do with his time. Now Christians read in the Bible this new command from Jesus. "I give you a new command, love each other. You must love each other as I have loved you." And that's in John 13:34. Christians are encouraged to spend time with God, reading the Bible and praying and other ways, and to spend time with friends and to love each other, which means taking good care of each other. Why don't you think about the things you talked about earlier that you like doing together with your family and your friends? And think about what will you choose to do with your time today? Bye-bye.